directly out of the research that we did. There were old woodcuts. They were, like 16th century woodcuts that showed this creature, this wolf-like creature with a long snout and the big ears, but standing on its hind legs.
So when it came time to try to figure out how to do it, Rick Baker, who worked on the picture initially, came up with these kind of masks that would elongate. The only reason Rick was doing our picture was because John Landis and he had been planning for a long time, supposedly, to do a picture called American Werewolf in London, and John had never actually done it. And when we took Rick out to lunch to ask him to do our picture, he said, well, I really was going to do John's picture, but it hasn't happened. So, and I really want to do a werewolf thing, and I want to use these techniques, and so I'll do your picture. Well, once John heard of this, by golly, that picture was on the boards and ready to go in just a couple of months. And so Rick said, well, I have to do John's movie now. But I'd recommend this guy, Rob Bottin, who is sort of a protege.
His special effects are so much better than American Werewolves in London. They are. I don't think it's because I'm starring in the film.
In order to make these life mask things, you have to have your face encased in plaster. And it gets real hot in there. And if you're claustrophobic, it can drive you crazy. And you have to have a tremendous amount of patience because it takes a long time to put these makeups on.
There's a certain challenge and a certain freedom in acting in a mask. There's an abandon that you can have because it isn't your own face, and there's something about having all that makeup on you that can be freeing. It can encourage you to really go full out.
And I remember when we had the dailies for the first of Rob Bottin's successful effects, that there were ladies at AFCO that couldn't stay in the screening room. They left because it was too intense.
One day, in fact, we actually didn't shoot any film because it was the first day that Rob was going to do the transformation, which started with Bob and ended with puppet heads. And they went upstairs to the makeup room and didn't come down. Lunchtime came and went. Dinner time came and went. Haven't shot anything. No, it's not quite ready yet. Then he's finally ready. He comes down. He looks great, but unfortunately, everybody's got to go home because it's too late, and they're all on super golden overtime, even though it's a non-union movie. And we had to wait until the next day.
If he had a werewolf